Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to the Really Long Walk. So let's get a boat ride. Let's get a boat. No walking yet. But anyway, welcome back. Last episode, I was really, I don't know, it was hard for me to focus. I just couldn't get the words out, and I'm kind of afraid this is going to be the exact same deal. I just recorded an episode of 100 Lives of Minecraft. Uh, I am going to be trying to stick with the schedule that I've kind of set for myself on that, where I do it on Saturday and Sunday, like kind of weekend series. That way, have good chunky episodes, like 40 minutes to like an hour and a half episodes of that, and then a good chunk of your weekend. Um, and then so yeah, and I don't feel like I was very focused there. And so yeah, it's probably gonna be the same exact thing again. And I know it's annoying to you guys. I'm surprised that people don't run away. I'm surprised they don't run away. Period. When they hear me. But I'm surprised that since the last episode, my subscriber count, hadn't dropped any. So it's actually went up a couple. So I'm really surprised. I don't think it was from the Real Long Walk. I'm not sure what those subscribers were for, but it's very shocking when the number doesn't drop like a rock. Yeah, I've been feeling really tired here lately. I've been feeling tired for maybe last week and a half or so. Just I don't know. It's weird. I think I'm getting old. I turned 34 last year. Not last year, last month. Uh, and so now I'm really getting paranoid that I'm really getting old. um, because like last night I went to bed maybe around 9:30. As soon as I got my mom to bed, I try to get her to go to sleep around 9 at night. She has medicine that she needs to take about 12 hours apart, and since her medicine can make her drowsy and dizzy, I try to get her bed around 9. I've been having a struggle to make it till 3. Last night it was a struggle, and then I napped some in the recliner today, and then or yesterday I should say, and then again I was struggling. It's a mushroom biome. There's like a block just hovering up there. Oh, it is cool. Oh, we're not gonna worry about going ashore on it. We'll just do a drive-by. No shooting though. We're not gonna do a drive-by shooting. Just a. I guess it'd be more like flow by, jet by. What would be the? This is actually a good sized mushroom biome. Wow. Oh, that's right. I was just recording 100 Lives in Minecraft, so that means I need to turn that down. Yeah, this is a pretty good sized mushroom biome. And I really like mushroom biomes. They're safe. Mostly. The fringes of them can be a bit dangerous. And then if you find the spawner. But yeah, I've been struggling to make it to 9 p.m. Oh man, I feel like such an old man. And then I wake up, of course, then I wake up at like 2 in the morning. Which 5 hours to me, is supposed to be pretty good, I have made it through many a day on 5 hours of sleep. But I'm probably going to need a nap again. So, yeah, I've just been feeling so tired here lately, and I don't know why. I had some blood work done about, was it last week? No, it was the 7th. It was the 7th because we don't have a vehicle, so it's hard for me. I feel bad asking to just go somewhere for myself, so I waited till my mom's doctor's appointment to get it done. I was supposed to have done it like 2 months before, but I decided to wait, and it came back good. So I should be clear. I shouldn't be, unless it's like an actual sickness. I should be good. I was noticing that my sinuses were wanting to act up a little bit when I was recording that With Her Lives in Minecraft earlier. They're feeling actually pretty clear right now. I did notice that my throat was feeling a bit scratchy yesterday, so I hope I'm not getting sick. I'm not really one to get sick. I got strep throat earlier this year, I think. I think it was earlier this year, and that was the first time I've been legitimately like running a fever sick in years. It just don't happen. I feel unwell a lot, but I don't get sick often. Like I mentioned my stomach, that can make me feel unwell, and and I'm horribly out of shape, so that that doesn't help. But as far as sick, normally something that that does not happen often at all. I honestly don't remember the last time I was sick before that strep throat. But anyway, yeah. Hopefully I don't nod off while. It would be weird if it would be really weird if I fell asleep in this boat and woke up at 30 million blocks. Then I'd be like, man, I gotta watch this video now. How'd I get there? Did Minecraft aliens abduct me and take me to the edge of the world? That would be weird if there were aliens in Minecraft. That would be awesome. And weird. It would be cool if you had like this big wheat field and you just went over there and you're like, wait, this is weird. And then you went you want to pillar up and look at, and there'd be like a creeper face in the in the wheat field, from the aliens. That would be weird. Anyway, yeah, that that was me complaining. 2 episodes in a row of me complaining about different things. Last episode it was the poop. This episode is just me feeling tired. Which is really annoying because there's no good reason for it. Anyway, so yeah, what to talk about this episode? I hadn't really considered it. hopefully there will be. Hopefully, I will have some energy on the day this goes out, because I'm not going to go into too many details, but if things go to plan, I do want to bring back something tomorrow, putting this out on Thursday. So on Friday, if things go to plan, there should be a new series of videos start up on Friday. It's not going to be it's not going to be a long series. It's going to be like, uh, like a week and a half max. If things work out. I'm going to have to see if it's even feasible. And some people might even guess what I'm talking about. It's definitely one of the most successful things I've done so far. And one of the most useful things I think I've done, as far as like just useful series of videos. So, if things go well tomorrow, that should happen Friday. It's something I've been planning to do for about 2 weeks now. So yeah, that's why I'm definitely wanting to get these done, the videos done today that I've recorded, and going to record. I'm going to record another video or two after this one, because I kind of want to focus and let the next day or two be just that project, and I wish I did have a little bit more time to record, or a little bit, well, maybe not time, but flexibility, because nighttime is the best time for me to record, because my mom, when she's asleep, she's normally asleep, so I normally don't have to worry about her trying to get up and do anything on her, by herself, and then possibly getting hurt or anything like that. So, if I were to record in daytime, I'd be a little bit more worried about that. She's normally pretty good about not being too stubborn or hard-headed, but it happens. It happens sometimes. So yeah, right now I can record and not be too worried about her getting up and hurting herself or falling or anything like that. So it's definitely, I feel more comfortable recording at night. Basically, is what I'm saying. So yeah, like right now I'm feeling a little groggy. I might would be feeling better, like 11 in the morning, but that wouldn't be the best time for me to record. It's the best time for me to record, but not the best time for me to record, if that makes sense. So that's one thing that I do kind of hate from the or one thing I kind of miss. Hate's not the right word for it, because it is what it is. It's one of the things that I miss, from when I was recording before. Meaning, whenever, if I ever get back into streaming, which I am thinking of, I have also been thinking of that. It's going to be mostly YouTube, but streaming will have to be at night as well. I don't think I mentioned in the last episode. I'm very sure I didn't. But I did join the Minecraft Bingo crew last week. Ooh, that was nice. It's an arrow, totally unaltered, or like one of those stealth bombers. One or the other. Yeah, join the Minecraft Bingo crew again on Sunday night. Been the first time I played with them in the. Oh my word! Oh, okay, there we go. Gotta love the boats. It was the first time I played with them in over 2 years. I think it was December of 2016 when I last joined them. November or December. And honestly, I think I just joined them maybe twice. Then I was really busy with work and stuff. Um, the second half of 2016. Uh, the I was working at Dick's Sporting Goods, and there was like a seriously that one thing about retail that I hate is when they don't replace people fast enough. Oh my word! When they don't replace people fast enough, like somebody gets a promotion or leaves or something that's in a high position. They were the it was they were they were an okay company for the most part, but yeah. Let's make sure you use the orange wool. They were terrible about getting people hired. Okay, I actually needed that. I needed beds. But yeah, they were terrible about getting new people hired in whenever there was a management position. And then the so yeah, I was never a manager. I was a manager, management type position, management training position at Toys R Us. I didn't like it. I'm not authoritative. I'm not authoritative. I don't feel comfortable telling people what to do. I know what I need to do. I fell at it. But my thinking is, I know what I need to be doing. They should too. Why should I have to tell them this? You know, they should be smart enough to know this thing. Um, so yeah, I've never felt comfortable, being like, yeah, this is this is what I need to do, and also I'm not the yeah, delegating stuff is something I just don't feel comfortable doing. So I've never been, you know, comfortable with that sort of with authority, basically. You know, I like being kind of not exactly a lone unit, but doing what I do. And yeah. But anyway, so they were really slow getting people hired in over there, and yeah, it was only like three of us running a whole department, and by the end of it, one of them got fired, so it's almost me for a while. uh, Only me in that whole department, and it was one of the most annoying departments in the whole store. So yeah, I was working 50, 60 hours a week, and like a long, uh, like long weekends. So I was not in the mood for streaming a lot whenever I'd come home that night. So yeah, I was out of Minecraft Bingo for a while. Uh, Before that, I came back for a couple times and then just kind of went into hermit mode. That was kind of a weird side tangent. seriously, hopefully, folks who are working in retail, I'm not having to worry about it anymore. But hopefully, if you're in a retail position, hopefully you're keeping your head up. It's almost done with. Christmas is next week. It's almost there. You got the crappy day after, afterwards for returns, and then it's like the cleanup period, and then it's better as far as the stress, work stress. Anyway, unless you're like full time, and uh, even if you're full time, it'll be better. But I was gonna say, if you're not full time, uh, it could be another type of stress if you're living paycheck to paycheck, because especially when I was at Toys R Us, January and February were pretty light, as in we really don't need people there. So at least when I was there. Of course, there's nobody at Toys R Us now, which is sad. Uh, but so yeah, a lot of times I would only work maybe once or twice a week in January and February. Um, I don't know about other places. Places like Walmart and other retail, stuff. They sell more than toys, so there is demand for their stuff more so throughout the year. So yeah, that might not be as much of an issue to a lot of people, but then there are the seasonal employees that they hire in. So hopefully if folks needed a job and needed to hold on to it, hopefully they worked well enough to be able to stay on places. Um, yeah, that was not a tangent I was meaning to get onto. It's weird. I've mentioned. I think I've mentioned. I haven't worked in. It's been 2 years. I had a little bit of a. Uh, I mentioned about going into hermit mode. Had a little bit of a. I don't know if I'd say mental breakdown, but it was just like. I was dealing with some with a pretty heavy dose of depression. The last season I was working. There at. I was working at Dick's and went over to Toys R Us and uh, I was going to work there, fully uh, after that season. But yeah, I was. It wasn't from work. It didn't help, but the depression wasn't fully from that. And I just needed to take a little bit of time. So I was gonna sit out for about 2 or 3 months. We were going to heavily ration. As we were doing good from the like 4 or 5 months of me working heavily there at Dick's. Again, I was getting overtime almost every week. So because they didn't hire in a manager for the department. So yeah, I was getting a lot of overtime. So I was like, yeah, we can manage this. May take a little bit of time, and then my mom's health kind of took a little bit of a downward turn, and I never felt comfortable going back to work. I was already paranoid about, I've always been a little bit leery, about if something were to happen while I was working. She's fallen before and hurt herself. If anybody's like new listening to this, my mother's 79 years old, so that's why I'm concerned about her health. Uh, Yeah, if you're new, or even if you may just not have known that. I don't think I've ever have I specifically mentioned that. I can't remember if I have or not. So so yeah, it's something to be worried about, because she has fallen and broken stuff before. Um, Remember I mean, even when I was in school, uh, if you're worried about the age difference, she couldn't have kids, and she adopted me when she was older. Because there is an age gap, a larger age gap than normal. A lot of people call her my grandmother, and I'm like, okay. But yeah. Um, so I never felt comfortable leaving her by herself. So we've been budgeting pretty well. Um, we did find out, and for anybody who may need this, and in many a year, or if not, I might have older people watching this. I'm not sure. But we did find out, my mother's never been in the greatest of health, and we did find out that, well, for one thing, I didn't know what made Social Security. Like, I didn't realize that it was exactly how much. I mean, it makes perfect sense, but for whatever reason, I just never knew this bit of stuff specifically. But and it's based on how much you make in your lifetime. And my mom hadn't been, exactly the healthiest, in her life. She almost died when she was 12 from a ruptured appendix, you know. So, and there were medical complications to why she couldn't have children, and stuff like that. So yeah, so she hadn't been able to work as well, throughout her life, and plus, women hadn't been, a lot of times hadn't been properly paid anyway. I'm not sure exactly when that shifted more towards. I think it might still even be a little bit of an issue, but nowhere as much of an issue as it has been in the past, So, yeah, we like something. I think our neighbor was, was talking about how much he was making off Social Security. Our neighbor at the time. It's like, my word, why is that different from ours? So I looked it up, and I was like, oh, okay. And when I was looking up that, I found out that if you're married to someone for 10 years, I can just at one time, not one time, but how to word. If you have been married to someone, even if you divorce them, if you were married to them for over 10 years, you can draw off their Social Security. So I was like, oh, okay, that's something we should try. Yeah, I think you get only half of it of what you would normally do, but I was thinking, my dad worked pretty well, and he was a bum after the divorce, so we should definitely look into this. It doesn't affect the other person, so I don't think he would even know. But yeah, that right there has helped us a lot. That's kept the stress down quite a bit. we've been able to manage with that, with the extra Social Security. I feel like a bum, but I know my mom feels more comfortable with me here. She would be worried. I mean, she was worried herself. Being here by herself, especially when we work nights. Every like during season, that last season at Toys R Us, I was working. I was working nights, which is the best. Which is the best time to work, I think, depending on where you're at. But at Toys R Us, night shifts was always awesome. Uh, Last year, not last year, year before last, it was all right. It was a crew that I didn't know. Uh, unlike when I worked there before. But when I worked there before, uh, like two of the I think 1 or 2 of the years, Chris slash Bang Bang Potato was the overnight manager. It was always entertaining with with him as a nighttime manager. But I know nighttime she would be, yeah, it would she would be stressing out. Uh, so yeah. See, I do feel like a bum, but then you know I you know I do think it's the right call because I know I would, especially with her, like in the last year, how her health has declined even more. I would be really nervous leaving her by herself for any amount of time, and I don't think I would be making enough to really be able to afford a sitter, to sit with her. I know that they do exist. Services like that do exist, but I don't think it'd be enough or it would just be barely enough, to be worth it. So yeah, and that's something I've been pretty consistently. I guess it's been pretty consistently something I worry about. Being a bum, but yet also feeling like you know, feeling like it's the right thing to do too. So it's like two things like fight against it. Wow, this is weird. This is one. It was not a topic I was going to bring up today. I don't even know what topic I was going to bring up today. But this is something I guess I'm um, I'm one thing I missed about not doing YouTube, especially this series, is because this series, I guess I'm able to get things out, get words out, express myself, and that is a good thing. You don't want to keep things cooped up too much. I'm a private person, so saying that much was actually a bit hard for me to get through. It's not something that a lot of people know actually. Like my closest friends know it, but not a lot of people actually know about that situation exactly. Um, Probably think I sell drugs or something. How we're keeping the internet on, but but yeah. Me selling drugs. I felt uncomfortable talking about work, like retail. I felt uncomfortable selling people credit cards or offering credit cards to people. I would figure drugs would be worse than that. Seriously though, I really felt guilty. That was something I never liked doing. But I was stubborn, so I didn't do it when I should have done it. So, if anybody offers you, like, yeah, this credit card thing, every place has to have a credit card. Every retail place has to have a credit card nowadays. So try not to get too annoyed at the people asking you because they're hearing it every day in their ears, especially if they're the cashier. You know, I was never a cashier. I'm a cashier at Summit Toys R Us, but at Dick's I never did check anybody out. So I was able to get away with not doing the offering the credit card that often, unless it's like a really big item, like expensive item, because they normally have a gimmick where, yeah, I mean, it's nice that you save 10%, on the first, like the day you open it up, but yeah, I remember them saying, any purchase, do it. I'm like, you know, I mean, that was what they wanted you to do, was offer it with everything. Anytime anybody bought anything. But I was like, so if it's like, $100, over $100, I would do it then. But other than that, I was like, which probably really made me a terrible worker. They probably don't miss me. Oh, great. Again, gotta love those Minecraft boats. I wonder what version they got fixed in. Okay, cool. We got another piece of land here. We don't need any more. Oh, I got turned around. We got sheep here, but we really don't need any right now. Still working on this stack of orange wool here. Well. That really was a real long walk, wasn't it? Yeah, be kind to I mean, you should be kind, to retail people anyway, because they get. We got more land over here. Awesome. Whether it's a big piece of land, I'm not sure, but I guess we'll find out. But yeah, they get grabbed at a lot on both sides, customers and bosses. So be kind to them. Having said that, I know there's definitely lazy ones out there, but still be nice. Because sometimes there's just not anything that they can do. And unfortunately, sometimes it's hard to tell the difference. And we need another, gonna need to remake my beds too. Making beds in Minecraft. Yeah, if you're working retail, it's almost over with. It's almost done. Great. I don't really need all these sticks, do I? How many torches do I need? Do I have? Can do one more. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of these sticks. Okay. Ooh, okay, this might be a pretty good oh, there's a village. I almost called it 3 different things. What's the first one I was going to call it? I know I was about to call it temple. What else was I going to call it? It's a very, very broke up mountain over here. Ooh, let's not fall in that. Yeah, this is a very broke up mountain. That's where couples go to break up. Broke up mountain. Who's that? Agreed. Nothing to bring home. What was the expression? What was the expression I was trying to think of? Bring home about? That's not the right expression. There's an expression about home. I can't think of what it is. I hate it when that happens. When I fail at just basic English phrases. But it's nice to stretch my legs for once. It has been better last couple episodes, 2 or 3 episodes, with the land situation. It's because we've got the extra wool. If we didn't have the extra wool, well, we'd be stranded out there in the ocean with no beds. I mean, I guess you know, it wouldn't be we wouldn't actually be stranded, but it wouldn't be good. Ooh, looks like we're coming up with another jungle. We could tame another cat to abandon. Yeah, let's not. I feel bad about that. We made a friend and then immediately lost that friend. Is there any achievements that I need to get? I don't think any of these will be necessary for the ooh. Here's a question. If I were to set it down and mine it and pick it back up. Nope, I guess I have to actually make one. Dang it. Yeah, I don't know what the prerequisites will be for the Adventure Time achievement. I probably hopefully already have all the prerequisites for it, so yeah. Hopefully so. Or if not, hopefully it'll be pretty easy to do. Because I've been thinking about when to upgrade to 1.7. I don't think there's much left in 1.6 that we haven't already explored, you know. Because we got a horse. And that was a thing that was added in 1.6. We haven't dealt with any baby zombies, but I mean, we may do a caving thing, you know, to just go down and find and light things up. There's really not a lot that we need downstairs, to be honest, at this point. So we might do that. Oh, actually, that'd probably be the smart thing to do. It's really not, yeah, there's really not anything. I guess more diamonds would be nice. But that's about all I can think of. Lapis, maybe? To enchant? Was this the... Actually, I think this was the version when Lapis was made a requirement to enchant. I think it was. So yeah, that actually would be a good thing to go down and get some Lapis. So by the end of the year, in the next episode or two, probably after the next episode, we'll go down and cave. I want to, since it'll be, since I'll be putting myself in danger, I will want to do like I did last time I caved. I think how many times have I caved in this series? I think 3 or 4, maybe. I remember the first time didn't end too well. It's the only time I've sort of died in the series. Does it have deaths in here? Yeah, okay. This all reset after I updated the world to 1.6. So yeah, we wouldn't list the amount of deaths anyway. Is that a tree? Oh. It looks like a weird tree over here. Oh, it's not a tree, it's a lighting glitch. Oh, I thought that was a tree. Well, that's a weird mouth-looking formation. Oh, we'll get back over here on land anyway. But yeah, what we would want to do is set the spawn. We might do it in the next episode if I can find a good cave. Oh, hello. Okay, well done. We did. Okay, that I think is a cave system. So how much time do we have until daytime? I mean until nighttime. Okay, let's go ahead and get everything set up. Okay, let's make a chest. Put stuff in it that we don't need to take downstairs. I'll just make one chest. I don't know. I always feel compelled to make double chests. Oh, I still have a raw fish. Didn't realize that. Well, let's definitely put all the valuables. Ooh, you know what? While we're downstairs. That's the thing we can do. We'll get us more coal downstairs. What else? Guess I'll use them up. I don't need the I don't need the pickaxe. Definitely don't need the nether wart or the brewing stands. Okay. So yeah, now the spawn is set. Yeah, I've died once in this series, but not canon. It's not a canon death because it was in beta, and yeah, and when I died, it messed up. It glitched. Like I hit respawn, and the game crashed. And when I loaded it back up, I was back. I was on the surface next to the bed, like I had never went down into the caves. So technically, I didn't die in this save because it didn't save. So I was like, do I count that as a death? Because it did die, but it didn't save. So yeah. But I do definitely want to set my spawn here so that if I do die down there, then I can come back where I was and maybe even go down and get my stuff that dropped. But anyway, that is going to be it for today's episode. I do sincerely hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. Later, folks.